Hi, this is Movieland. Today I am going to explain a 2018 Best Horror Thriller American Slasher film called Halloween, which gained 6.5-star rating from IMDb. In the first scene of Halloween movie, a mental asylum is shown at the beginning of the film, that it is for people who have lost their mental state as well as criminals. For the past 40 years, a criminal like this has been imprisoned here. He had not said anything in the last 40 years, perhaps he has forgotten how to communicate with anyone. Michael is the name of this criminal in this movie. The majority of people are familiar with him. Michael will be transferred to a prison with a large number of criminals tomorrow because he has committed numerous murders. Two media interviewers arrive to inquire about it, to ask him how is he feeling about leaving this place after 40 years. But he can't speak, so how they will take his interview? They go to his doctor. They ask him, will Michael talk to us? His doctor says, let us try. The doctor arrives on a huge ground here. Michael was tied with a chain. He doesn't listen to them. Interviewers also have a mask in their hands. It was related to Michael. But he doesn't bend. He moves his neck slightly as he knew there is a mask in the interviewer's hand. The interviewers become disappointed that they can't make Michael speak. They can't interview him. They move to a lady's house named Laurie. She appears to be a wealthy lady, so she most likely declines the interview. They offer her a huge amount of $3,000. Just listen to us for once. So the lady opens the door for them. But she has put many locks in her house. She has managed high security as she is scared of someone. Her huge house was in a deserted place. Well, she takes the $3,000. After calling them inside, she again locks the house. Here it is discovered that Laurie lives alone. Because she was separated, she has a daughter. She is married and also has a daughter, means Laurie's granddaughter. A total of 3 people live in her daughter's house. Her daughter, her granddaughter, and her father. She is a very serious lady. The scene changes. Laurie's granddaughter is shown with her friends. She was in the school. Her male friend and his friend are also shown. They were sitting in their classroom. Laurie's granddaughter notices a lady outside her class. She was her grandmother, means Laurie, with whom she didn't meet. Laurie gives her granddaughter the $3,000 after the class here. Her granddaughter says, why do not you forget Michael? Forget your fight with him. It is discovered here Laurie and Michael are enemies. They often fight. Laurie wants to end Michael. She doesn't want Michael to live in this world any longer. Laurie also has guns in the shooting area at home where she practices how to end Michael while shooting him. She thinks she will fight one day because now she is brave. She might be wanted to exact vengeance on Michael. We will find it later that what has happened exactly. Laurie is shown outside the mental asylum at night. She came here to end Michael because he will be shifted tomorrow. Laurie's granddaughter is shown with her male friend. Her family members were also there. They all were having food. Meanwhile, Laurie arrives coming there. Laurie tells them today she saw Michael. He was depressed. Her granddaughter makes her understand no matter, she drops her out so she may leave for the house. A father and son are shown on a road as if they were on their way somewhere. A bus is shown tilted in front of them. It was fallen down. It was the prison bus in which all prisoners were shifting. All of the prisoners were walking in the road when the bus tipped among them. The father moves forward to see. Meanwhile, his son calls the police. He also moves in the bus with his gun. He shoots at a doctor in front of him because he considers him a prisoner. Then he comes and starts his car. Michael arrives there. He holds him from the backside and ends him. Soon the senior police officer arrives and investigates the place. He notices many dead bodies here. One of them was a police officer. Later, we notice the media interviewers. They go to Michael's grave, but Michael also arrives. It means he was dead near the world, but he was placed in a camouflage. The interviewers know about it. It was a gas station. The female reporter goes inside the store there. She came here for using the washroom. The female reporter hears some voices in the washroom. He was Michael. He has worn a mechanic's uniform. After ending him, come in the washroom to end this lady. Before this, the male reporter knows something. He comes to escape. His colleague Michael sees him and kills him by repeatedly hitting him with the washroom. While his much blood was wasted, he again moves to washroom's cabin where the female reporter is. He wisely throws the teeth of the shopkeeper in her cabin, whom he ended before the female reporter screams. Michael presses her neck while going near her. She also died from a lack of oxygen. Then Michael goes out to the car and wears his mask. After taking it out, he moves on his next journey. It is obvious it will be to end or threaten the people. Laurie also cows this that he has escaped from the bus today. She immediately goes to her daughter for telling her because she still cares for her daughter, but her daughter hates her. Their bond wasn't good in childhood. They shut the door after seeing her and says get out. The preparations for Halloween were at their peak. Michael has also moved forward. After wearing his mask, he collides with 2 kids On the road, we're terrified of him here. Maybe he'll hurt those kids, but nothing like this has ever happened before. Later, Michael goes to a lady house. He attacks her with a hammer, and she dies. The lady also has a baby. But Michael doesn't harm the baby. He comes out from there. Michael has taken the knife from the house and moves to the neighbor. A young girl was talking on the call. Michael stabs the knife in her neck. He also ends her. Laurie's granddaughter is shown in the club. She was with her male friend, and there was his friend also. They were enjoying a lot. Meanwhile, Laurie's granddaughter notices her male friend is not behaving well with her. He is cheating her, she tells him. But the boy gets her phone wet, so she will not contact her family. Her grandmother was worried for her. She went to tell her daughter. Now she moves in search of her granddaughter. Now a purple-haired girl is shown in a house. She was caring for a child. Meanwhile, her friend arrives, and she comes down to meet him. The kid also tells the babysitter, there is someone in my room. The purple-haired girl goes to that baby's room. She checks and says, son, there is none in your room. Now you should sleep. When she closes his closet, it didn't close. After a few seconds, Michael comes out from it. He makes her fall down while hitting her. The police come to know about it. Laurie also discovers it because she was listening to the police. While tracing them, she also reaches there. They notice the girl has died, but Laurie notices Michael. Laurie shoots at him. Michael was escaping from there. Laurie hurriedly searches for him. She shoots at his shoulder, but till then he has escaped. Being worried, Laurie moves from there to inform her daughter again. A mother is a mother forever. Her daughter again misbehaves with her. Laurie tells her, your daughter's life is in danger. It means Laurie's granddaughter. Laurie's granddaughter is shown. She was coming home with her male friend, but that wasn't a good boy. He misbehaves with Laurie's granddaughter. The girl leaves while pushing him. She hears his screaming voice from behind. When she checks, she discovers Michael has ended him. Now Michael is in front of her. She gets panicked because a mutual friend was strangled with the door's rods. She was scared that maybe this will happen to you. But Laurie's granddaughter was so brave. She immediately runs from there. She knocks at a neighbor's house. Neighbors call her inside and say, don't be worried. We have called the police. They take care of her and console her. On another side, Laurie says to her daughter, you are not safe here. Listen to me. For the last time, she takes her daughter and her husband to her home. There were the security officers who were protecting her. After it, they all moved to Laurie's basement. They notice many guns there. On the other side, we see the senior police officer walking with another officer. Suddenly, Michael comes in front of the car. They hit him. Coming out as the senior police officer was about to shoot Michael. Michael doctor comes in front. He ends the police officer. While escaping, Michael here it is discovered Michael doctor was supporting him throughout the movie. He doesn't want that anything happens to Michael and shifts to another prison. He willingly crashes the bus so Michael will escape. He will also get benefit from Michael here. Michael has fainted. His doctor was taking him and Laurie's granddaughter to Laurie's home as Michael comes in senses. He thinks maybe the doctor has attacked him. He beats him a lot during this. Laurie's granddaughter escapes. The doctor also comes out and ends the doctor while hitting him with his feet. It means it was useless for the doctor to help Michael. That's why it is said, don't help the evil. We should always assist the goodness. Then it is shown there are some police officers outside Laurie's house. When Laurie's daughter's husband checks, all the police officers were dead. Meanwhile, Michael arrives and ends him. Laurie discovers there is something fishy. She says to her daughter to go to the basement immediately. Later, Laurie goes to the main gate. It was their lounge gate, and she was standing there waiting for Michael. Meanwhile, Michael pulls Laurie away from the door and places his hand on her cheek. Laurie shoots Michael. His finger's injured, and he comes inside. Laurie immediately goes to the basement. Michael didn't see her. Laurie was shooting him from the basement. Due to it, Michael discovers where they are here. Laurie doesn't act wisely. She immediately comes out and checks each room. Where is Michael? She seals the room where she did not find Michael so that it is known that Michael is not in the room. He will not go to the room. When the room is sealed, she goes upstairs. When she opens the closet, there she finds the dead body of her daughter's husband. Meanwhile, he arrives. This time he stabs her and pushes her down the window very hard. Laurie's granddaughter also arrives, and Michael sees her. When he sees downside where he threw Laurie, she wasn't there. She has escaped from there. That time Michael's attention diverts. Laurie's granddaughter goes to the basement to her mother. Michael also knows they are in the basement. He tries to come into the basement and opens the door. Laurie's daughter starts screaming. Because of it, she was scared and immediately shoots him while holding a gun. Laurie comes from a dark room and attacks Michael with a rod. She throws him into the basement. Laurie's daughter and granddaughter emerged from the basement after he fell. As Laurie's daughter was moving upstairs, Michael holds her foot. Now Laurie's granddaughter stabs his hand with a knife. His hand was injured. Because of it, he leaves her. Laurie pulls her daughter and granddaughter out from the basement. They close the basement door. It means they have made this basement to trap Michael. Then Laurie spreads gas in the basement and sets the basement on fire, but it is discovered the fire isn't harming Michael, he was burning. But it seems he is not feeling the pain. They all come out and the house was set on fire. Michael was also inside it. Laurie's daughter and granddaughter emerged from the basement after he fell. They are moving at a great distance. Comment your favorite movie name in comment section. And hit like button if like our hard work on this video, and make sure to subscribe our Movieland channel for more thriller film stories. Thanks for watching.